Peace and Black Power, family. This is your brother Sutek Amin Ra. I want to have a conversation with you today. I need to test the mental soil to see if it's ready for these seeds that I think need to be planted, or if it's still not fertile. I need to take the temperature of the community to see if y'all are as fed up as I am with how things are going, and to see if you have an accurate picture of what the future looks like based on how things are going today. I haven't done any videos in a while because, quite honestly, I got discouraged as to the state of our mental soil. It wasn't ready for the seeds I was trying to plant, or that I felt needed to be planted. So my attitude was, I'll just look out for myself. I'll just do me. But after a while, I realized that's exactly what the opposition wants me to do. Look out for myself. Isolate myself from my strength. My strength being my cultural community, my race, which in turn will allow the opposition to continue to exploit black people and profit from our dysfunction, and at the same time continue to control our narrative and our reality. So I'm back. I have said publicly that I believe I am Marcus Garvey and Amos Wilson reincarnated, because I have always been preoccupied with the economic development of black people. I play around a lot on social media, but when I'm serious, it's about black economic development. I have done extensive studies of empirical data and evidence as to why black people are on the bottom of the economic ladder in this country, and not only that, but I have ideas on how to solve that problem. Many people could tell you what the problem is, or what they see as the problem, and in a lot of situations, what they see is symptoms of the problem. But they don't offer any solutions to the symptoms either. For what it's worth, I have a degree in accounting and finance with a minor in economics. But beyond that, I'm very analytical. I see things in terms of business and economics. I believe that's the ancestors speaking to me. So what I'm doing, I'm just a conduit. I'm speaking to you what the ancestors are speaking to me. I'm trying to show you what they're trying to show me. I'll get straight to the point. As I said, I've always stressed black economic development. Everything else we try to do will fail until we get economically strong, until we get economically competitive. As things stand right now, we are economically dependent at one time or another on every ethnic group in this country. In today's economic climate, that is tantamount to slavery. We depend on other ethnic groups for our survival, our livelihood. We don't control the economics of our community. They are controlled by the opposition. I look at a lot of people's posts on social media and I see two things. Some people complaining about many irrelevant non-economic issues, and people speaking about economic issues that don't have a clue as how to solve them. Those are the ones I want to concentrate and highlight right now. There are hundreds of economic groups on Facebook, and none of them have a clue how to solve our economic issues. They don't understand how economics or capitalism works to be able to offer a strategy that will address our economic condition as a race. They are using textbook economics to address our issues. There aren't any textbooks that tell you how to succeed as a minority in a country or how to deal with racism. They are using what they learned in school to further the economic interests of the opposition. How many economic summits and conferences have we had in the past 20 years? We are in the same position 20 years later. Now, I truly believe the promoters of these summits and conferences had the best of intentions. The sad truth is, it's not working. They just don't understand economics and capitalism well enough to tailor a strategy to suit our needs. They are subliminally letting the opposition design and implement our strategy, and it only serves in their best interests. The proof is, after 500 years economically, black people are on the bottom in this country. Don't let these celebrities and athletes fool you into a false sense of security and progress. Even those living a comfortable life are dependent on another ethnic group for their survival. That's why there's only so much they can do to help black people. We can't depend on them to save us. We have to save ourselves. It's time for ordinary people to do extraordinary things. We have everything we need to be successful. The missing piece was a plan. Now we have a plan. Ironically, it's not a new plan. Marcus Garvey, Amos Wilson, they all discussed it. But what me and my colleagues have done is refined it, evolved it. This plan is designed to prosper in a capitalist economy. It's Money, Power, Respect 101. It's the evolution of Marcus Garvey and Amos Wilson. It's the evolution of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Until we become economically competitive, we will have no allies. We will only have exploiters. Popular opinion would have you believe that poverty is an individual failure, when it's actually a planned and executed strategy of the opposition. They want to keep us in this position so they can exploit us. Until we are economically competitive as a race, we will always be on the bottom. Until we learn the rules of engagement in a capitalist economic economy, we will be at the mercy of every ethnic group that comes to this country that does. So we must decide, do we want to win or do we want to continue to lose? Now, concerning economic development, there are only two alternatives. One, you're contributing to the economic development of your ethnic group, or two, you're contributing to the economic development of other ethnic groups. Right now, we're doing number two. There is no sideline in this arena. You're playing whether you like it or not. So your choice is to play smart or continue to lose. A capitalist economic system is based on competition. Capitalism is economic warfare, win at all costs. What these other economic development platforms are promoting are peacetime economics, as if everything is equal and everything is fair. Capitalism is not fair. The object is to win, not to be fair. The measuring stick used in capitalism to determine wins and losses is profit. Every generation says the previous generation dropped the economic bag, resulting in every generation starting from scratch. Our economic condition has more to do with our mentality than with the strategy of the other ethnic groups. We're looking for a fair fight. Capitalism is not fair. It's competition. win at all costs. We have been trained to accept losing. We have gotten comfortable being on the bottom of the economic ladder at the expense of future generations. Until we realize that we are at war, we will not be able to recognize the weapons being used against us. And as a result, we will always be exploited by other groups. We have been trained to accept losing. We have gotten comfortable being on the bottom of the economic ladder at the expense of future generations. That's why there's such a wide divide between one generation and the next. That's why the youth don't respect their elders. Somebody has to draw the line and say no more. The truth of the matter is, we still think and act like slaves. That's why I still say, in order for the black man to live, the Negro has got to die. Death to the Negro. Other ethnic groups are coming into this country in droves. They're not coming to play. They're coming for economic reasons and economic reasons alone. It is no coincidence that their first stop is the black community. They know we are easy to exploit economically. They face no economic competition in the black community. That's why they can open up shops in our community, treat us any way they want, talk to us any way they want, sell us anything they want, and charge us anything they want, because they have no competition. It's no longer black versus white. There are multiple groups of Asians, multiple groups of Hispanics, multiple groups of Arabs. Now we have East Indians, and more importantly, we have European immigrants coming here to be your next economic masters. They are coming with an economic strategy. They're coming with money. And they're coming with an understanding of how the system works. And more importantly, they're coming and they're working together. It's time for ordinary people to do extraordinary things. The sad part of the whole situation is it seems black people are comfortable being exploited by other groups. It's almost as if we truly believe that our purpose in life is to serve others instead of realizing our immense power. Once we realize that capitalism is economic war, then and only then will we be able to see the weapons and strategy being used against us. We have to teach our children the rules of capitalism and how to prosper in it. We have to teach our children not how to look for jobs, but how to create jobs. Every generation leaves the next generation nothing. Every generation starts from scratch. We think it's 100% our failure, when in actuality, it's the plan of the opposition. The opposition has a plan for our future. We're planning for the weekend. The opposition builds organizations to represent them. Black people pray. The way to success in a capitalist economic system for a minority is for the many to give a little. Starting a business is very risky. To risk your life savings into a small business is extremely risky, especially when you don't have a support system. According to the Small Business Administration statistics, 50% of small businesses fail in the first 5 years. 75% fail in the first 10 years. The prevailing strategy being promoted by these black economic development groups is just that. They're telling you to go out and start a business. With no support, they'll get you started. That's the easy part, starting. It's running it, facing adversity, being able to survive a mistake. So that is tantamount to economic suicide. They want you to take your life savings and start a business. That is suicide. As previously mentioned, our mission is to teach our children the rules of capitalism and how to prosper in it. This is not an overnight formula. I know a lot of us, we fall for the spooky stuff. There's nothing spooky about this. There's nothing get rich quick about this. We need to plant seeds. The seeds are our children. We need to take responsibility for teaching our own children. We can't keep sending our children to be educated by the opposition and then wonder why we don't compete with the other ethnic groups. We have to give our children the tools to compete. This GoFundMe is step one. We're not asking for donations, although they are welcome. What we're looking for is investors. One of our goals is to make you owners and to create generational wealth for our investors. We want to give our children actual business experience. We intend to open multiple smoothie shops run and operated by our youth to learn business practice and principles. The smoothie industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry and growing. Not only will this serve as an ad hoc business school for our youth, it will create a business portfolio for you as well as we grow and expand, as you will be the owners. All it takes is for the many to give a little. We have a plan. What I'm presenting to you today is step one in a larger, more inclusive strategy. This is a vehicle for ordinary people to do extraordinary things without risking everything you saved over your life. This step begins to solve many issues. They are: 1, it invests in our youth and future generations. That is so important. 2, it makes participants business owners, and it allows you to build generational wealth. It reduces your risk of business ownership. Number 4, it gives us a groundwork to be strong politically by your organization being able to represent you. 5, it gives our youth the needed business experience. And number 6, this is step 1 in building a base for Black economic empowerment. It's sad that I really have to build this case. Anybody can see we need to do something different, because what we're doing is not working and it's only getting worse. With the $1 trillion at our disposal and a 15 million population, blacks in America should be world powers. We shouldn't be begging for a seat at the table. We shouldn't have other ethnic groups. We should have other ethnic groups begging for a seat at our table. We have a whole planet of black people to do business with. This is just the start. So in conclusion, if you're about black power, if you want your children and your children's children to have a better life in this country, if you want to build generational wealth to pass on after you're gone, if you want to see black people in America gain worldwide respect, then this is where you start. We are starting by selling 2,000 shares of NPR Incorporated. NPR stands for Money, Power, Respect, at $50 a share. This will be the seed capital for the first establishment. We are using a GoFundMe platform. Listen to this. We are using a GoFundMe platform so that in the event our dollar goal is not reached, we will return every penny to those who participated. As we said, this is step one. Shareholders will be informed of the full plan. Once you've been briefed on the full plan, you will be amazed at the possibilities that lay in front of us. You'll have the confidence that your decision to get involved is not only the right decision, but the needed decision. Your decision to get involved will be remembered in history. Just like we celebrate other black historic milestones, we will be making our own. We are many years behind, family. The opposition already has a plan for our future. If we continue to do what we've been doing, we will continue to get what we've been getting. And sadly, that is nothing. The opposition could care less if we protest, if we unite for a protest march. But if we unite our dollars, it will literally shit its pants. It will be a signal to the world that the giant has awakened, and it's either get down or lay down. Hey, believe it or not, other blacks in the diaspora are waiting for us to make a move. They're waiting for us African Americans to lead the way. Why? Because we're in the best position to do so. So this is not the average business funding GoFundMe. This is a call to action. We got the Mandingo Warrior signal in the sky, and we're calling all warriors. Your religious affiliation has no standing here. We're not uniting based on religious affiliation. We're uniting our dollars to fight a common enemy. That enemy is black ignorance. That enemy is black poverty. That enemy is black social dysfunction. That enemy is black disunity. My brothers and sisters, this is the blueprint for black power. All it takes is for the many to give a little. Peace and black power, family. In order for the black man to live, the Negro has got to die. Death to the Negro.